this world of darkness.
Man, vampires are cool, huh? Vampires are cool. I feel like... I mean, isn't Goth coming back? I think it is. Also, what's up, everyone? I need to figure out a way to... I don't know, start streaming. Chrome-plated bagel.
Against all the evil
Right.
that hell
I guess each thing has its own story in a weird way.
that
That one, the intro to Forever Night, I only looked up and added because Bones talked about that show with such joy. And I don't think it's because he liked the show. I think he was just geeking out about TV. But yeah, I was like, okay, not like 90s, obviously, and swimming in the you know, the wake of Anne Rice stuff. Good stuff. Goth was coming back, but then Jersey Goth chick got canceled on Twitter. Oh wait, she got canceled? I thought it was just like. Actually, I don't know anything about her. I thought she was pretty cool, but yeah, like it was a character, right? But when is it not? Have you seen the Kiss from a Rose covered by a bunch of seals? Yes. Somebody submitted that for media share. Or sorry, We Watch Wednesday. Dang it. Branding. I gotta remember. Just so everybody knows, I'm feeling pretty chill right now. I'm feeling pretty chill. I've been working on projects. I've been working on things. Some things have been going on, which I may or may not be able to tell you about very soon or never at all. So that's cool. Take that for what you will. Point is, I'm kind of chilled right now. So I'm not gonna be e-sporting. I'm not gonna be going real try hard. This is just sort of like just fun, relaxed, kind of get the muscle memory sort of things going on. We'll consider it the Doom equivalent of like crochet, something like that. Needlepoint, you know? That's where we're at right now. Just want to set the mood. Set the mood right. There is fuel in here, so... Maybe it's a... I guess there's not... I feel like there's not too much value to, like, trying to avoid using fuel? Maybe there is. Maybe there is. That's never something I'd actually considered, really, is the survivability of having full fuel. Which I guess means you have to rely more on... Like, not only doing full rounds of all the arenas, but also only using the ammo that they drop for you. Which is an interesting trade-off. Like, if they're only giving you cells, is it worth it to just rely on the plasma for a minute so you can back pocket full gas if you need it? Yeah, I know, Miko. It's a bit of a it's a bit of a sacrilege, isn't it? To not play max tryhard all the time, but. Pretty sure your last fuel cell refills for the chainsaw. So only the last one? The first one? Oh, you mean that kind of last? Yes, I think you're right. The
There are 2 hell priests remaining.
First/last. Blackest Santa, thanks for the Prime sub, and also IHOP 2012, thank you for the 420 bits. Yeah, that's kind of the mood I'm feeling right now, if I'm being honest. Yeah, when you only have 1 use left, yeah. The bottommost one regenerates, which means you have to find 2 additional fuel pickups on top of that one to be able to use it on heavy demons. I guess I always kind of use, the way that I would use fuel as a back pocket is that it would be my, like, flame belch plus chainsaw, like, a brief minute of invincibility move, so that, like, if I could see a bunch of shit was incoming, I could chainsaw something, get the ammo and probably the health out of it, and the armor, especially if I'm low on life. Get all that stuff while having a minute to sort of collect my bearings, but... Maybe trying to keep 3 fuel on hand is a good idea. anything that like quickly and safely reduces numbers seems like it's kind of paramount in some of the bigger fights. There will be fights, don't worry. Hey, McCostich, how far have you gotten in Clone Wars? I'm a few episodes into Season 2. I want to say like 8 to 10 episodes into Season 2. Super enjoying it. Feeling a little tossed around by the asynchronous nature of the show, but it's still pretty good. It is, you know, chat was right. For all the things I said I wanted about Clone Wars and like that era of Star Trek, it's all in that show. Pretty much all of it. So I'm enjoying it. It's just nice to have a good show. A good show that I can, like, is pretty even in quality so far. And people have sort of vouched that it ends satisfactorily. Alright, so there's fuel here I need to pick up. Star Trek? What do you mean? You're gonna have to... You gotta use more than just those two words. I haven't been watching, like, Picard or Discovery or anything like that. Because I didn't want to pay for CBS All Access. I've gotten close multiple times. But then there's, like, a splash page of young Sheldon, and I'm just like, nah, I can't. You cannot ask me to show me that... Oh, no. I gotta turn off, weapon switching. Damn. Okay, well. I said Star Trek instead of Star Wars. Never mind. I told you I was in a mellow mood. I told you that. That's what that means. I'm just gonna say the wrong words a lot. Milk Carton, thank you for the resub. My bad, though. How you guys been? How you guys been? I don't know why I'm getting this. It just felt right. Just thought Enterprise... just got through Enterprise. It was not good, but I watched Picard. It's so good. Interesting. I've heard so many diverse opinions on both those shows. Actually, no, wait, no. Nobody likes Enterprise. Never mind. I liked it okay when it started, but I definitely did not watch when it started getting its, like, own contiguous Star Trek narrative. Which, I had a friend that kind of, like, told me what was going on in the show around Season 3, and I was like, whoa. Like, they tried to also make it forward progressive about Star Trek lore, right? So there were, like, flash forwards in time or something, the lizard people. I'm like, okay! That doesn't sound like anything I'm into. Liked how weak the ship was? Yeah! That was a neat idea. What are your thoughts on Chris Pine? Seems like a pretty good actor. I thought he was a pretty good Kirk. Not that I'm like a scholar on Kirk or anything. I don't have charged opinions about most of Star Trek. It's one of those, like, I grew up loving Next Generation, so I thought that made me a Star Trek fan, and then I eventually understood the depth of passion and intrigue that people have for that series, and I was like, no, I don't. Not really. I guess I don't belong here. All right. I'm putting in a little more time on Mortal Kombat, too, which is kind of interesting. Slowly coming to terms with RoboCop's tools and how he's, like, what he's got. And there's some more stuff there, but, yeah, it's really just, like, not trying to play him in a way he wasn't meant to be played. I have one shotgun shell. God, I'm stupid. Whew, okay. And I have very few of these, so I'm just gonna do this. Hope that I don't wake up into a bunch of damage. Alright, well, that was a moderate amount of damage. Huh. Okay. What? There was a guy standing right behind him. Right behind him. Right behind him. He was right back there. He was hiding and he came for it. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I knew sooner or later my my airtight stream The walls would come tumbling down. Got the first one out of the way? Yeah. Brownie kicking in, so I'm in a pretty relaxed mood. Nice.
Against all the evil
Time for
hell can conjure.
yeah, this is now a Danganronpa stream. I will do an interpretive gameplay. I'll recreate the effects of Danganronpa through Doom Eternal.
You rip and tear until it is done.
I was thinking about Danganronpa earlier today. I was like, man, I gotta get... Like most games, it's just, man, I gotta get back to that. And then continues to play Doom Eternal instead. It's in my blood. What can I say? I just felt the reboot missed so much opportunity to address the more modern interpretations of policing given recent events. I'm thinking a lot about that. Yep. That movie didn't try to do anything, really. I don't... Yeah, I remember watching it and being like, wow. How did they remake one of the most like satirical, smarmy, like elbow to the ribs kind of movies and still have it be as boring and palatable as this movie is? Danganronpa is very good, but Doom Eternal is very good. So yeah, yeah, exactly, Bella. Oh, I watched Isekai Izakaya last night. It took me like I'll admit it took me like 2 episodes to kind of get the premise. But I really liked it. Little segments at the end are a really nice touch. Oh. Ah. Okay. So, solid recommendation for whoever recommended that. I'm just, you know what? I find I'm drawn to like cooking and food programming right now because it's like it's utterly constructive and utterly wholesome. It's typically, you know, hosted or created by people who love food. Made to celebrate food. You know, it's not meant to like. I guess it's mild and helpful. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So it's been nice. Good Eats is on Hulu. Oh, I haven't seen all of it, so you know, I was debating just going back, like starting at season 1 and kicking through the whole thing. Maybe that's worth it. That show can be pretty adorably like pretty adorably early 2000s sometimes. Maybe that would be part of its charm.
Has been reduced by 36.8%.
You mean Food Wars? Yeah. I mean, I love Food Wars. I should rewatch Food Wars. Actually, I don't think I ever finished even the first Food Wars, and I know that there's more seasons, so... Oh, I like nailed it quite a bit, actually. Nailed it is pretty good. There have been about 1 million. Let me check the number. Let me check the numbers here. They're coming in now. Boys are running the numbers. Yep, 1 million cooking shows, like Great British Bake Off. Kind of heralded the ascension of millions of like $1 million budget cooking shows on Amazon, or sorry, on Netflix. Yeah, nailed it. Seemed like it was going to be another one of those because I have watched many kind of lame and not very good cooking shows that have springed up over the last year or two. But hey, what's up, Captain? Gonna play some System Shock demo. I have it downloaded. I will. I don't know, my brain just went to this. Because I couldn't, or missed it yesterday. Just like, gotta top up the tank first. Then we can start branching out. Gotta remember our roots. There's an anime called Kimono Michi that you might like about a pro wrestler reborn in a fantasy world to slay monsters, and he says, fuck that. Goes around befriending monsters and opening up a pet shop. Okay, not the turn I was expecting, but I like it. I like it quite a bit. Kimono Michi. Let me open a tab. That looks cute. That looks very cute. I'll check it out. Oh yeah, maybe... We should watch Kitchen Nightmares. Get my, like... I don't know. Sometimes I feel like just from the advertising, sometimes that show can feel mean-spirited, but I don't know. Like, of all the clips I've watched, Gordon Ramsay's actually really like thoughtful and heartfelt. It's just in the ads, all they do is show him just screaming and belittling people. So it's weird. I've never oh, thank you for the host, kind of funny. I've never watched enough Gordon Ramsay to know if that's just if they're just editing out the rough parts or focusing on the rough parts just for the sake of the ad, but it's mostly an act. It is a little like that by default, though. Okay. Well, that actually makes me feel a little bit better. Crap. There, man. UK kitchen item. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words so much. UK Kitchen Nightmares feels a lot more compassionate. That makes a lot of sense, actually. There's always this, like, almost like, just mean-cutting spirit to a bunch of American reality TV. I can't, like, I think it was Great British Bake Off that I watched, and I was like, everyone is so supportive and constructive and encouraging, and it's not about pressure, it's not about, like, there's just, I guess it's like, that kind of feel you get, you know, what is it, sight? Just the way that, yeah, all the editing, yeah. I remember watching Great British Bake Off and being like, wow, I feel nice. Because this is a good show about good people trying to do good things. And it ought to be nice. Like, it ought to be good. I just don't get that feeling from, like, a lot of Western produced reality. Although Nailed It is good. I feel like maybe because of the premise is maybe a little seems like it could be negative leaning or taking shots at things. I feel like they overcompensate, trying to be very neutral and positive. MasterChef is pretty decent. Okay. Actually, what was it? Also the Craft Show with Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman. I can't remember what that is. That's actually pretty good too. I wasn't expecting to like that as much as I did. What's up, Square Sama? Hello. Here, the Terrace House has been canceled and might not be brought back. No, I gotta... Terrace House didn't quite click for me, and I don't know why. Like, it wasn't... I don't know, maybe I didn't give it enough time or something, but... It's weird because I feel like Terrace House is the sort of, like, real-world show where the people aren't coached or psychopathic enough to just create drama for the sake of drama. But there, I don't know. I can't remember. There was something about it that didn't click with me, but I can't remember what that was. So it's kind of have no point to make here.
Cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path.
Need more positivity in my life? I know that I did. I think I'm having a better time balancing it now. But what's up, cup of tea? Hello, Guerin. Thank you for the resub. Slim Dog Hinkleberg. Thank you for the resub. If I'm doing well, I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm chill. I'm hungry. I should have eaten something before I started. I'm really trying to drill down into my diet and, like, make sure that I'm keeping the calorie limits and all that, so... I'm in that adjustment phase now, where I go from not thinking about it and probably eating, like, 2,700 calories to actually thinking about it, trying to cut down to, like, 2,000, 2,100 maybe. So, also it's Friday. Ain't no one want to diet on a Friday. And I'm gonna do it. Been watching Mad Men? Yeah, Steph loves that show. With good reason, I think. Watched a bit of Dairy Girls with my friends. That was pretty good. Oh, that's cool. Dairy Girls. I don't know that one. Sounds slice of life, just because it has the word girls in it. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Man, you know what? I just thought I could do another watch through of Nichijou. I think that's what today needs. Today needs a real stiff cocktail and some Nichijou, but one of those I gotta give up. something else. Dairy Girls is Irish. It's Always Sunny. Oh, okay. That sounds cool. Very funny. What network is it on? Oh yeah, and Deadpool. No, I saw the Christine McConnell show. Steph is actually... This should come as a very small surprise, if one at all. But Stephanie's a huge Christine McConnell fan. So yeah, we watched that as soon as it went up, and it's a delightful show. Arr! Like that, I'm getting all worked up. I wasn't expecting so much effort to be thrown into it too. I think it, like, I appreciate the I appreciate the stab of like almost going the Pee Wee Herman route of having a whole cast of characters and like little mini plot lines that are weaved into each episode. I was like, oh, they're doing it! Like it's more than just, hey, now I'm making this, now I'm making this. And I appreciated it. It was fun. I guess I was kind of waiting to see if people would take that framework and those like production budgets and try and like what the plus up was gonna look like, and that was like a super plus up for me. So yeah, that show's great. Solid recommendation. Hey Jess. Yeah. Also, Christine McConnell is the coolest. She made a Mortal Kombat 11 cake. Oh, got sucked up into Beastars. After catching up to the manga and adjusting the anime over the course of 96 hours straight, I'm immersed on the other side. What have you learned? What have you to tell us, scholar? Tell us, professor. That shit is fucked. Hey. Oh. I tricked Steph into watching anime. I'm very, very pleased with myself. It wasn't really a trick, but man, you cannot. How are the man? I think the arachnodemons are the arachno spiders. What are they called? Technorachnids? Arachnotrons. There we go. I think they're the imps of Doom Eternal. The second you be like, I shot his gun off. Who cares? Kills my ass. Gosh. What even hit you? The Arachnotron, when you shoot his gun off, so he has three if you count his melee. He has like the grenades, those big old bouncy boys. And then he has a top gun that just shoots a very directed, very high damage beam at you, like all the pulses. If you blow off his gun, all he really does at range are the grenades, and those are super effective at a certain range, especially if they're inside and there's walls, so they just kind of cluster. And they also detonate. They either hit you or they blow up, and I got hit by the AoE of one that just detonated over time. You're all high-queued out. Too many pretty anime boys. Having just the right amount of sweat and being perfectly non-threatening. Oh. Beastars is non-furry approved. Shotgun auto mode kills the spiders super fast. That's true, but...
all the wickedness that mankind can produce.
The trick about that is, you're right. It basically uses all your shells. And you have to switch mods. Like, it takes a while. It actually does take some while at the beginning of the game. Are you doing no upgrade achievement? No? Quintonius? This is Ultra Nightmare. So, if I die once, I start the game over. What's up, IHOP? Thank you for that big weed cheer there. Hey, Dank Memes. Welcome back. Been gone a minute. Didn't know you were doing full Ultra Nightmare attempts. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! I mean, calling them full at this stage is, generous. Even calling them attempts tonight, a little permissive. Hold on a second. There we go. Tonight especially, I'm in relaxed mode, just picking up bits. How far have you gotten? Level 3, the Cultist Base. This is only the second kind of session I'm putting in. We'll see. I've been dying a lot more than I thought I would, if I'm gonna be honest. I remember, flawed though it may be, I remember roughly being able to get to Cultist Base without dying on most of my, like, extra live playthroughs, so I don't know. Maybe one thing that can happen is I kind of like play like it's the end of the game at the beginning of the game, and you do kind of have to move differently and react differently, and if I'm gonna guess, probably be a lot more safe than you do at the end of the game, because like I don't have the Flame Belch, I don't have dash, I don't have a multitude of weapons. Favorite Doom game? This one, by far. Anyway, now that we're in it a bit, I'm just gonna say this. Hey guys. Okay, let me say it like a human being, maybe. Hey guys. Thanks for hanging out. Well, now that you don't have to, I appreciate it. This is I guess how I get my socialization. Aside from throwing bad jokes at Steph. Big boy.
Terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth.
He's smiling though. Look how happy he is.
6.8%. There are two.
Finally has a. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's just leave that. He is very cute. They accidentally made all the demons really cute. Thank you, Up and Champ, for the resub. Also, Alphademic. Oh yeah, thank you for the sub. Sorry. Did answer that, but wanted to make sure. Whoop. Imagine Ultra Nightmare, but you can't skip cutscenes. There aren't that many, so I don't think it would be that bad, really. Locked Cutie, thank you for the cheer. I'm grinding out some mangas. Maybe I should use this time to get back into reading Judge Dredd or Dragon Ball. Oof. You guys, all right. I watched more Dragon Ball Z Kai, and am I the only one that thinks it's weird just how much the show fixated on Videl getting the shit kicked out of her? Like, I get it, it's to establish a villain, but there are times when, like, other Dragon Boys get, like, really get a severe beatdown, and it's not that much. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Undead Pool, thank you for gifting 5 subs. That's very kind of you. Yeah, they really focus on it. I get it. They want you to hate the dude, and you do, but like that moment comes and passes, and then it just keeps going. Yeah. No Demon Slayer spoilers. Is that a good show? It's probably a good show. Yes? Okay. Yeah. Oh, recent Lara Croft games feel like that? Yeah, the reboot could at times. I didn't quite get the need to be so explicit, especially since the rest of the game wasn't super like that. It didn't feel as ridiculous in the other two. But yeah, it was definitely like a ugh moment more than once. Need to watch Demon Slayer? Okay. I hear manga's popping off right now. I hate it. No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, we got other continuity issues to discuss. This is what I trained for. Dr. Stone is incredible. What, man? It felt like there was so much marketing behind Dr. Stone. It seemed like Funimation wanted it to be their next Dragon Ball. Although I guess My Hero was kind of the same way. It was visceral, but in poor taste, I thought. Yeah, I think I agree. I think there was a lot of discussion about the Tomb Raider reboot that didn't really add up. Like, a lot of really weird takes. But I agree with that one. Like, I don't think it added much to the game. I can almost see the intent if it's like to make nature seem as dangerous an enemy as people or guns. I could see that. Got the little fetishy. It's hard to not think that. I mean, it's impossible to know. Still got one season to go. Dr. Stone starts off kind of slow, but after the first part it really ramps up. Not sure the enemy is near that point yet, though. I see. MK fatalities without the tongue-in-cheek funny stuff? Yeah, and even MK fatalities can sometimes just go a little too rough. They by and large, are perfectly on the line, but... Is the gun in the middle of the toggle? Yes, it is. Makes it classic gun style. Oh yeah, trust effects. Lara's hair has never looked floppier. I'm doing it. Guys, might be the run. You never know. God. You put that little dude right there so you can't... Sometimes I wonder how intentional that stuff can be. Putting that little man's right there so you can't stick a grenade right through it.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
Come here. Come here. Oh, made an abyss. Fuck you! Yeah! Okay. Okay. I think I just gotta remember that that's a pressure point there. Oh, there's a man's there, that's why. It's always the run, right up until it isn't. Which is never, because it's always the run. Past couple years was, I want you to show me your panties with a disgusted face. I gotta appreciate how literal anime titles are getting. None of this, like, poetry under moonlight bullcrap. Just literally say what the entire plot is in a run-on sentence as the title. Thank you guys for all the bits and subs. Wait for the Doomslayer anime? Man, I wish. I wish. I think you'd have to do something like the Doom movie and make it about other people in the world of Doom, in which the Doomslayer is just like an agent of chaos. Maybe? I feel like that's too easy. There's got to be a way to make Doomslayer work. I know, pair him with some kind of wisecracking AI. I guess he already has an AI. All the good ideas are taken. Marker Henry, but it's about demons. I mean, okay. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. I didn't know how much those bad boys are gonna roll down those stairs. Dang. Okay, no problem. I don't have a problem. Does anyone else have a problem? All I see is a bunch of no problems. Anime from the demon point of view. Everyone who watches it vomits within 5 minutes. Blech. God damn, dude! I thought he couldn't hit me. He can definitely hit me. Okay. Hey, Dean. How you doing? Just murdering some demons. Murdering some demonimos. How you keeping your hair so mighty fine when barbers and stuff are closed? Cut my own hair! Also, my haircut's pretty easy to maintain. So... It's not gonna look like this forever. At some point, the top's gonna grow out too far, and then it'll just look weird. It's already starting to look a little weird, but... I might be able to just trim it back myself, but that's when it's probably gonna start looking much more ratty. We'll see. Yes, it was a... To be honest, though, it was a confluence of a bunch of factors that I can't claim credit for. I got a hair trimmer that's actually meant for pubes, but turns out you can use it pretty much anywhere. I've been using that to buzz my head. Pull the trigger and shave my head bald now. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a quarantine chic period. People find it hard to watch anything by themselves. Yeah, I never really like to. It's more fun with friends. Like, just have people to joke with. Even if, like, I would never, very rarely, I think, if I was completely alone, would I just sit down and full on watch a movie, or even a TV series that would always be on like folding laundry or cooking food or something. Yeah. And there are watch parties and stuff. It's nice that those have taken off. Which reminds me, I need to check out the Twitch watch party stuff. That sounds like it could be fun. What's up, Ops? Good to see you. I feel like it's been a while. How you been? Alright, I have grenade. Ugh. Oh, you like both? That makes sense. Yeah, I guess they both have something to offer. Fuck. Oh, okay. It's like, are they gonna let me? Are they gonna let me get to that health? They didn't. They did not. They didn't. Ah. Ugh. That's an F. That's an F. I thought I was on my way.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure.
Doomslayer 17.
Wickedness
Flush him.
mankind can produce.
Grind him up. That's more sausage.
Send unto them.
You could get that health if you had dash. Yeah, sure could. A lot I could do if I had dash.
Until it is done.
I'm trying to think. I guess it's actually a pretty significant stretch before you get double jump in 2016. So.
We've located the free signal, and we'll mark it on your HUD.
Section looks like a map from Halo Reach. What, the boat? Or the barge? The Satan barge? Held aloft by a big-ass demon? Hey, Sandra. Thank you for sharing your, thank you for sharing the video. That special dog had some special boots. Tried to teach Ethan to play Doom Eternal when he's never played Doom in his life. I'm sure that went well. Going from 0 Doom to losing all the lives I had in the first hurdle of fight. I really had in this, to dying several times. Truly learning Doom was just so fucking satisfying in an inexplicable way. It's pretty great. Yeah. It's a very difficult thing to both ask a lot of the player, but also give them all the tools to figure out how to do it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't want to die in this room. I mean, it's probably going to happen at some point, but I don't want it to be now. Can it at least not be now? Boots are a little loud. No, it's perfect. Should I know who Sandra is? She's popped by the stream a few times before. But, oh! Pretty prolific member of the, Fun House community. If that is any indication. Although, you know, she's got a lot more going on. That just might be why. There's acknowledgement in chat, that's all. Yeah, basically. Oh! Get over here. Wrong game. Yeah. Doomslayer in Mortal Kombat. That'd be pretty sick. Spider-Man, thank you for the raid. This game is way harder than 2016. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
First Hell Priest has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth
I didn't expect that.
by 36.8%.
Didn't think it could happen.
There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
No hit run? This one, no, I've already been hit. I know that if you can think of a thing to do in video games, somebody's gonna do it. Probably not gonna be me, but it would be impressive to see. Are any good anime games? Senran Kagura, dog. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles Remastered just came out. That's significantly less anime than Chronicles 2, but it's still quite anime, and in a less cringy way. In a like, yeah, Dad, you can walk in kind of way. Oh wait, I was supposed to chainsaw him. Oops. Catherine Full Body, I think. This comes out on Switch pretty soon. Tales, absolutely anime. Unquestioningly, unrelentingly anime. Yeah, every JRPG ever made. Dragon Quest XI still out there being the biggest JRPG. Ni no Kuni 2. Final Fantasy XIV. Always gonna slip that in. Yeah, Chronicles 1 was a weird game. Yes. I agree. Persona's kind of lame. Phantasy Star Online 2 just launched on PC. Still don't understand why people were asking about that. Multiple times. Definitely confusing. But, yeah, there it is. I have it downloaded. Maybe I'll check it out. Is PSO2 free? I don't think so. Is it? Maybe it is free. Is it free now? Maybe it's free. It is kinda? Okay. Cause yeah, I didn't have to buy it. I assumed that when I logged in they would make me make an account and buy it then. But I didn't. I just downloaded it because people said that the downloader was a little messed. May have just been day one jitters though. Galgun, superb game. Pixel Gun, what is it? Shoot. There's a game where you play as 2 extremely horny aliens who, you know, just so happen to look like anime girls. And you move in, you're ultra tiny, and you hide in a dorm room with 3 girls. And with a, hormone gun, you help them solve their problems, whether that's, getting over societal nervousness or... Oh, fucking Christ. How do those orbs keep getting me so badly? Anyway, that game's real rad. A little confusing though. Yeah, it's an anime die game for sure. Gun Pixies, I'm pretty sure it's called. It's real solid. Oh, it's been uninstalling itself? Awesome. Oh, Game Grumps is in House Party? Oh, Trials of Mana, yeah. I've been picking away at Secret of Mana just for the memories. It's a cute game. I like that game. A little janky. Cute game. Anyone know how to prove the lag between this stream and the chat? It depends on what client you're using. What are you watching on? Because I've noticed that, the Xbox app, and some other things. Desync chat and the stream pretty bad. Hey, what's up, Austin? I'm doing very well. How are you? I'm getting hungry though. I might have to take a little snack break here in a second. Twitch Mobile also sucks. Man, I guess everything kind of sucks then, huh? Honey Pop come out 2, or did Honey Pop 2 come out yet? I don't think so. Yes, I'm watching that game with great interest. Imagine watching on anything but a PSP browser. I'm more of a Samsung smart fridge kind of guy myself. That's where the real Twitch viewing experience is at. 3DS browser. It'd be cool if the hardest difficulty just made it look like a cover art swarm with dozens of demons. I mean, it does. It does at times. Oh, craps. Oh, crappity crap. I'm completely out of ammo. I need you right now. Alright. That's actually a little more... shit? Consistent, maybe? It steals my 3DS for sending emails and submitting college assignments? I mean, it's an effective PDA, I guess. Huh. The Nintendo DS browser. Oof. That's when you know a real man's entered the chat. Hey, Callie Red. Good evening from Nottingham, England. Hope everyone is well. Everyone seems all right. World's pretty crazy, but we can take the edge off and have a beer now and then still. PS2 with hard drive adapter for peak Twitch. God, you're right. I still have one of those, but I think I don't need one anymore. I think the fat PS3 does everything it can do. I guess it can't play ROMs. Ow! Oh. Gotta pay attention. There's some cozy chat going on, but I'll do the brave thing and not look for a second. Yeah, it's Friday. It's supposed to be Friday. When days have meaning and life has any kind of structure, Friday is what it is. Did I get caught on the plant? It's like, when you start shooting at me, I'll simply move out of the way. Hey, what's up, Zach? When you pick, still Fridays or Saturdays now? No, it's still Fridays. It'll probably be a pretty low effort BD Tech tonight, though. I'll probably just let clips go. I'm feeling chill. Feeling maximum chill. Oh, you've been playing Suikoden 2? Nice. That's a real classic. I have that on PS3. It'd be nice to play that game someday. Play through it again. I have extremely positive memories of that. Every day's Friday for you now. Well, isn't that good? That's a good thing, right? Concept of time is actually fucked. Yeah, I'm still hanging on to like the notion of an individual day. I do have something of a routine and like a cycle there of like wake up, eat, work out, work, stop working, hang out with Steph, make dinner, like that kind of thing. That's still, there's still enough structure there. The thing is, like, why do I, maybe, should I just abandon everything? No. I still want to make sure that I'm awake if Stephanie wants to do something or she needs me for anything. So never mind. Like, I could just go off the hinges, yeah. Just abandon a sleep schedule and just go let the goddamn dice fall if I want to watch anime for 12 hours straight. It's a slippery slope, yeah. I've never really become fully unhinged. There was one time when I was self-employed, and like single. Just like I did like web dev stuff, so I could just do it whenever I wanted. I mean, not whenever. I had to do it sometime, but I could make my own work schedule, and like I was like staying up till like 5 or 6 a.m. most nights, just kind of doing whatever felt good, staying up 24 hours for no reason, just because I could. It was a fun time, but I don't know. I never had too much trouble sleeping out of that mode either. That seems to be the problem. Is once people lose themselves to that, they can't like go back to normal. Oh, crap. Whew. Felt that. Yeah. Do that with a 9 to 5? Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's the thing. But I'm off the grid now. I beat video games for a living. It's actually not what I do. I actually just got done doing a lot of work on something that wasn't that, so okay, alright. Okay, this is a room. I feel like maybe I should go for armor first if they have any in this room. Okay, thanks for mantling. No, that's alright. Ah! Man, how was I supposed to know he was gonna spawn there? I mean, I guess I gotta know that he spawns there. Oh, did you get any good prospects for editing your videos for YouTube? Nothing jumped out, but I gotta take a closer look. Or like start to hand out tests. I just didn't really have time to put that stuff together.
All the evil that
Thought about dedicating a day to love various Doom mods. Not really.
all the
I'd rather play this, I think.
that mankind can produce,
Plus, there are other people who do that.
we
You know,
will send unto them. Only you.
there are a lot of good ones out there, though.
Really?
I do enjoy watching those streams if you're like asking because of Vine Sauce stuff. Saving the chainsaw for that last major encounter to help. That's a good point. If I had full chainsaw, I could have just panic chainsaw the Arachnotron.
I will mark it on your HUD.
Yeah. Can I play Last of Us? Yeah, I think so. I'm not like losing my mind with hype about it, but I'm looking forward to it. Don't have a schedule because I never sleep more than 4 hours a day, so I sleep at weird times. Oof. Yeah, I get in like micro naps. Picked up the free Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel from Epic today. Never played them. Do I need to have played Borderlands 1 first? No. The lore in Borderlands is not great. I guess, I don't know. Like Tales from is the best story content Borderlands has, and Borderlands 2 is kind of the best story in a game. So you're good. There's not a whole lot of like formative information you'd get in Borderlands 1, and it's also a lot harder to play. There's a lot of very good quality of life stuff they put into 2. Not to mention it just ran a lot better on PC. Ah, cheers, Skelly Red. I don't like this game. There's too much blood, which makes the floor wet. Doesn't fit OSHA standards. Gonna put you on edge. If it helps, Doom Guy is wearing helmet. He's wearing protective gear. The only good thing about Borderlands is the gameplay. There's some fun dialogue, but... Really, hey, Homerton. His arms aren't covered? Well, yeah.
The demonic consumption
You're gonna try to cage those pythons? Come on.
8%. There are 2 hell priests.
Yeah, non-slip boots. Yeah. With as much running as he does. Hey, IHOP. Thank you for the cheers, man. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I don't have fuel. What? Where did I miss a fuel? Oh, I didn't pick up the one that I used. Oh, wait, hold on. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Come here. I think he's a vet. Yeah. These pythons are sick. He needed weapon training. That's I guess aside from Call of Duty, like, military veteran used to be such the, like, catch-all backstory for any gun shooter, like, action lead. It hasn't been for a while, I feel like. I guess there's Captain America, but... And there's, like, Master Chief. I guess they don't really lean into him being an ex-Marine, do they? PR'd on push-ups yesterday? Very nice. Congratulations. That's worth celebrating. I'll drink to that, bro. I've been going through my lifts and basically like adding 5 and 10 pounds on every time I go through my circuit, and now it's at the point where like I can kind of keep up that pace, but it's getting rough. But still, it's getting to where I'm still adding onto my lifts, which is nice. Hey, Rudy. Good to see you. Borderlands only good for the depth of the shooter RPG mechanics. Speaking as a Borderlands fan, the writing missing 4/5 of its swings. That sounds, yeah, that's about right. What is end game? Games are when it gets rough. Yeah, I haven't hit that point yet where I have to like do a whole program just to get 10 pounds on a lift. So I'm curious how mentally I'll hold up once it starts getting hard. That was bad. Bad thing. Why are you over there? Oh, I didn't blow up his gun yet. Like, what did he hit me with? Some bullshit. Lord Master's gonna become Combat Master soon? Huh? Because of Mortal Kombat? Got to see the bros yesterday for the first time in 3 months. Hold on. Had a nice, fairly socially distanced cookout. I also microdosed shrooms all day and it was glorious. It was nice to recharge social batteries. Very good. I'm gonna wait. What do I use? Oh, okay. My fuel pacing's all thrown off. I'm gonna have to shoot the Arachnotron to death. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna start getting a little on edge with just like people needing some kind of socialization and trying to get together but be as safe as possible. I'm not looking forward to. On one hand, it kind of probably needs to happen, but I'm also not looking forward to the rounds and rounds of, hey everyone, look at this person and how they did it wrong. And that's gonna result in a lot of very unpleasant exchanges. But this coffee tastes exactly the same as my old coffee. Is that good? Is that like nostalgic, or did you get a new coffee because your old coffee was stale and the new coffee also tastes stale? I'm trying to figure out what level of alert are we at? Got shitty McDonald's coffee, but we out here? Yeah. McDonald's coffee isn't good, but I find that it hits a... That was kind of neat. It hits a spot, for me at least. One of my Acro Circus buddies and I saw each other in the store first time in a month. We looked around to see if anyone was watching and ran and hugged each other. Yeah, I feel like, at the very least, right, you can at least be on a 2-week clock, you know? As long as you're honest with yourself, you can, like, If you've been good for 2 weeks, and the other person's been good for 2 weeks, then you're both good. But the second you interact with each other, the 2-week timer starts over. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could have, like, socially distanced barbecues where you hit everyone with a thermometer before they walked in. And then, like, every 2 weeks, that's the only thing you do. More of a tea man myself. I finally got some tea. I've been missing, in league with trying to kick my diet back up, or kick a diet back up. I should be any kind of dietary tracking, really. I got just an ass load of very, very basic black tea because one of the things that worked for me before was just making a giant, like, stein of iced tea and sipping on it while playing a game or something like that, so the caffeine would be an appetite suppressant. And also, make me game good. So I'm like, well, why not? Why not? If it works before, why not try it again? All I drink is iced black coffee anyways, so it's good for my diet. Yeah, I gotta switch to something that isn't coffee, though. It's been, it's grinding away my tummy. So, I'm trying it for real. A month with no coffee, no booze. Actually do what a doctor told me to do a long time ago. Almost had another job lined up, but the interview got canceled thanks to lockdown. Wait, that must have been a while ago, right? Sorry to hear that, Hint Tentacles. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you get another soon. Hey, if you were good enough to get that interview, you're good enough to get another one. I know you will. That's just math. Hey. Corona really put everyone's life on pause. Yeah, it is a massive society-disrupting, life-altering event. I've been thinking about it. You know, I have nothing to complain about. You know, what's happening right now is 100% proof that I have actually negative things to complain about. I'm very grateful, but at the same time, you know, there were plans. There were plans, and that work may have led to other work, may have led to other work. Who knows? Who knows where the chain of events could have gone? Not worth obsessing about. I'm just saying. My walk-on roll on Fast 9. I gave it up. I gave it up for Corona. Could have been me. Would have been me. But yeah, I mean, with the thing that I hope for, we'll see, because the thing that I hope for is when all this is done, everything that was going to happen will just happen. Just happens later. Wait, hold on. Something was up here. I gotta click a little bit. Oh, all Mrs. Rona taught me was that essential just means I can possibly die, and it just means an open job spot. I appreciate how morose that is. I want you to know that, like, no one here thinks of it that way, of course, and certainly no one with a heart would. But maybe, just maybe, if that's an early lesson into how companies think about you and treat you, what the score is when you're an employee, there are worse ways to learn that lesson. I'll say that. Well, I guess if you actually get sick, then no, there aren't. Actually, that's really bad. But I certainly think it's a good thing to bear in mind just how little you as an individual matter. Company loyalty is a lie. 100% it is. 100%. Maybe if, like, it's a 10-person company and everyone knows everyone else and there's, like, actual culture there, but do not, for a second, do not think once it's over like 50 people, that it's anything other than a business.
Thank you for your support during this transition.
Like I remember there's a tweet from Brian Garr actually. It's like a CEO may cry, but he's gonna keep his job. All he has to do is cry for like 5 minutes. That's still the way it goes. They can be as sad as they want, but God. Wait, how come I didn't lose any health for that? That was weird. That gold watch waiting in the end is made in China, yeah. $20 gold watch. I mean, companies don't even do that anymore. They don't even do that. Oh, my wife pointed out a while back that this whole situation will make a dynamite question to ask to interviewers during a job in the future. How did your company respond to COVID-19? Says a lot about how they value their employees. For sure. For sure. Yeah, it's weird because I've seen this happen multiple times, multiple places. Businesses, they'll accept the check and be like kind of playfully dismissive or even willingly dismissive about the strings attached. So it's like, we got all this investment, this is great, now we can make all this cool stuff. And then the cool, like, if it doesn't work out, then like, oh, well, we gotta balance the books because our investors demand a certain, like, return. That's just how it goes. It's like, well, no, it's not, actually. Being in this position is a direct result of all the decisions that led to being in this position, which means you had agency in this. There's a lot of, like, I see a lot of, even interior at companies, like, blame shifting, and no one traces it back to the... No, it's a bummer. That's it. Are we opening here in the UK? Hold on a second. And it's absolutely because of our economy, not because it's safe to do so? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about a second wave too, but I'm optimistic. You know? Sentiment is not gonna make the difference about whether or not people get sick, of course. But I'm willing to leave my mind open to things being okay. I'm willing to accept the possibility that enough people can behave responsibly enough to make it work out. I'm willing to believe that until I have a reason not to. And there are plenty of reasons not to, but you know, I feel like anecdotal evidence is anecdotal. And you know, tweets of people being assholes, that's 1 or 2 or 30. I don't know that pandemics move in those numbers. I feel like it's usually smaller than that, or larger than that. If thousands of people are being complete assholes, then I feel like that's, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I should shut up. I want to believe. I want to believe so badly that we're not going to get into this psyops bullshit of like the pandemic's really bad and like conservative media is lying about numbers to make it seem not bad and spooling up all of these like narratives and conspiracy theories to explain why people want to lie to you about how it's actually not that bad, blah 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 blah. Oh, this part of the map looks like Halo Reach. Yeah, I guess. Like disheveled kind of future buildings. Yeah. Too late. Yeah, I know. It's already happening for sure, but there's a critical mass. I'm lucky enough to work for a medical marijuana company. It's awesome. Oh, Endogreen. Yeah, I figured medical marijuana must be doing gangbusters. I gotta admit, I've stepped up my investment in the hydroponic areas. Our company's going to check if you've been COVID vaccinated then as a job requirement? That's a good question. Huh. Never thought about that. I know that there's like legislation that is trying to get pushed through that basically means companies are not liable if you get sick on the job. So like, you get sick. There's no health care because conservative parties defunded it. And you can't sue your employer who made you do it to get the paycheck that you need because they didn't pass any recovery. It's incredible. Like, it's there's like a vision, there's a version of just being an asshole where you just take something, but this is taking everything. It's not just enough. It's not enough to be an asshole one time. It's not enough to be an asshole like twice. You have to be an asshole in every possible way. It's comical. It'd be comical if it weren't so depressing. Yeah. Makes me want to move to Europe. Vote. At least vote. Like, vote, make your voice heard, protest. It's not beyond salvation now, but if like, I don't know, if there's actual voter manipulation and parties don't change, then it's broken. It's actually broken. Everything's actually shattered at that point. Man, Rudy, it sounds like you said something really cool. Hold on. Hot take Ellen is just... Oh. Never mind. Interesting. Meanwhile, in the UK, there's laws on the books, so you can't be fired for refusing to return to work if it's unsafe to do so. That sounds pretty, pretty great. Seems voter manipulation is a real thing. I mean, it's not even in question. The orange man is out there just straight up tweeting about it. Like, not even giving a shit. Like, not even trying anymore. I think he's just got to be loud and horrible about one new thing a day. It's getting to that point where, like, he's not buying himself a lot of time anymore. So it's just going to be outright chaos, and like it kind of freezes up the system. It really does. So I feel like the vote is the only thing that can unlogjam it at this point, given where everybody's kind of declared their allegiances. So yeah, sorry, I'm saying this for myself as much as anything else, because yeah, it's been bad. It's been real bad out there. Vote to pass face sitting. That's all we need. That's what we need. Homophobia is just being gay. Changed my mind. I did watch a documentary called Outrage, which was very depressing, but also very educational. Basically running down all the evidence that the biggest, like, anti-equality laws are all hyper gay. Like, actually super really a thing.
This is located just above your location. My scans indicate there's a lift at the center of this facility.
Oh, Chum Big Hoss, hey. Going back to work on Monday. Thank you for the tip, by the way. Thank you so much. Because for some godforsaken reason, we decided it's a good idea to open up. Also sucks because I'm making more on unemployment than my job, but I kind of need my job. Shit sucks. I'm very sorry to hear that. Well. Yeah, the companies kind of have the leverage in this situation, which is unfortunate. Saying all homophobes are secretly gay is very insulting. To who? To yeah. Which party's getting insulted here? I'm not sure. If I were gay, I'd be offended by that. I think. Be like, no, they don't get that. Wait, why did I do that? Yeah, the homophobes are insulted. Oh no, oh no! Somebody think about their feelings. People who want to deny civil rights to people. Aww. Gosh, if only somebody would think about how they feel. This game's kind of weird to watch before you learn dash. Yeah, it is. It is. It doesn't really click in.
The con maker is present at this gathering, but when outside of her dome.
Yeah. Somebody needs to think of their right to spew hate speech. I mean, gotta hand it to COVID. Gotta hand it to the homophobes. Okay, I have revised my statements, and I've come to understand that under no circumstances do you gotta hand it to the homophobes. Reminder to make sure you vote in elections. Yes, all of them. Every last election, please God. This is what happens when a voter turnout is low. The soft brains get manipulated. There have to be enough, there have to be enough brains that care enough to vote by mail. Please. Playing this game without dashing is like having a phantom limb. Yeah. Anyway, I apologize. I try not to vent too much, but I guess it builds up. I don't really have anywhere for it to go. Riding whatever train we're riding on. It's rough. It's rough to see. I've been trying to find some statistics on voting in my state. My age group just is not going at all. Yeah, I don't know what age group that is, but this is why old people win elections, and why, like, as much as the youths on Twitter, God bless them, they're spirited, they care about change, I love it. But there are people who are old and they vote, and they're not on Twitter, and they're not talking to you. So just because you got 100 homies that agree with you about Bernie stuff doesn't mean he's gonna win. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I love the fire. I just wish it were channeled. I guess that's the experience. That's oh, 18 to 25? Yeah. Yep. They don't care. They don't care. I feel like that's the other thing, like, to really embrace is that because you care doesn't mean everyone does. Boy, does it ever not. Old people care, though. Probably should have saved that, but I did. At the same time, fuck your tweets do shit. Yeah. I don't wanna get into the. I don't want it to become a game of like calling out as many people as possible, and I should accept responsibility for leading the charge here. But young will care and not vote. Yeah, voting is compulsory in Australia. I noticed that when I visited. Like, there were ads up saying you have to vote, and I was like, oh, that's refreshing. It's yeah. It is a responsibility. It actually is. It's not illegal in the United States. I guess we love freedom that much, but it's actually obligatory. Like, philosophers figured this out. Social contract. You have to. To not do it just makes you an asshole. It's not really a question. It's not actually a question. You have the right to be an asshole here, I guess, but you shouldn't be, morally. That's what bugs me, is like there's always somebody who swoops in with the hyper-intelligent take. Like, if I'm like, hey, go vote. So it's like, you know, both sides are wrong. I'm like, yeah, man, but you still gotta vote. You still gotta vote. Guess that's being an adult. Is making a difficult decision where, like, none of the options are great. But it's making the best decision. It's being an adult. Stop being a kid. On the ground. Not what I want. Yeah, well, guess what? We're all in this, which means nobody gets what they want. Yeah, it's damage control. Absolutely. It's best case scenario. There's like 2 to 3 years of hard politicking to just undo all the crap, or rather redo everything that's been destroyed, because that's a lot of what it is. I don't want a trolley problem. Yeah, it's not even that difficult. Yeah, exactly, Rule. The enlightened South Park method of dealing with nuanced problems. It's all bad. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now we all know. Anyway, just fucking blood punch me already. Pick apart. Thanks for the sub. Ops, thank you for the sub. NA fam, appreciate you. Hammy Diesel, making me hungry. I don't know why. It made me think about a car engine that's just spitting out ham, which sounds really good. Here, I'll take a break after I die here, which I won't do, so. Yeah, I gotta credit that. It scrolled off, no. Somebody in chat said it. Sometimes I worry that, like, I just read things off from chat because they're funny, but then it seems like I'm taking credit for it, so I gotta think I gotta be a little clearer about, I think this should give me more flame belch, which should make me more survivable. We'll see. Okay. Okay, Doctor, at least you knew. I need to accredit more. Also, who doesn't like hearing their name attached to a funny thing? Blood punch me, Daddy? I mean, that works too. I just want the Doomslayer to blood punch me to death. What does Flaming Before Glory Kill do? When a demon is on fire, it drops armor shards. And if a demon is on fire when it dies, it drops the maximum amount of armor shards. So, if an enemy is stunned in front of you, and, I forgot, do I have dash yet? I don't have dash yet. Okay, it's weird to fight, Hell Knights and not be able to dash. So yeah, if there's a stunned enemy in front of you, and you're not maxed out on armor, and you have Flame Belch, it's just a way to recover more resources. Anyway, I'm sorry guys. Shit's bad out there. So, just had to get a little bit off my chest, I guess. Really want to dash. I'm close to it. Ah, that's not good. Look at that. Oh, that fell well short. We got us a little problem now. Fuck. Ugh. You still go cycling? Nah, it's been a long time. It used to be my main method of getting around the city, but I gotta once I got an electric motorcycle, that's what I've been using. Come on. Ugh! That was dangerous. That was very dangerous. Oh, you gotta go? Tidy up a bit? Alright. Parents finally coming in from Guam tomorrow. I need to make sure things are good. Good for you, man. Show parents the respect they deserve. Show them a nice place so they can be proud. Hell yeah. See you later, dude. Kind of turbo trainer so I can hook my bike up to my computer and cycle on a Swift. It's like an MMO with number crunching, level ups, the works. It's a workout. Really hit all my Gamer Boy buttons. That's incredible. That's really cool. I remember seeing there was like a photo of I think somebody from Amsterdam who, like, during the winter, since they couldn't bike as much, just had a little setup to set their bike up in their house and get some exercise in. It's like, that is a really cool idea. The fact that they gamify it, make it even better. Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, wait, today's Friday. Shoot, maybe I'll do this tomorrow. What's your electric motorcycle? Is it Zero? Yes, Zero SR. Yeah, it's pretty great. There's a dealership in LA, so I got to just go buy it and drive off in it, and it's awesome. I think it's you have exploded. Sorry to explode you. I think it's due for some routine maintenance, and it kind of feels like it. Like, it's not dangerous, but it's a little rattly. It's not all just like one super cohesive unit anymore, so I think I need to go through and just like Loctite and tighten up some bolts and things like that. Have you not been able to... Actually, getting vehicles in Hawaii is a challenge, isn't it? Thank God. Dash. Does it make fake noise to increase visibility? No, it doesn't. There are things you can buy that do that. I know that this is hubris and there's no reason to take risks, but I feel like all the times that I've been in danger or have identified danger, making noise wouldn't have helped. I feel like the only times I've either had an incident or close to had an incident, it's because somebody just impulsively moved. And I believe pretty firmly that they would have done that even if they had heard, they wouldn't have listened for anything in those situations. I could be wrong, that's just my gut. 1-0 cost me a bunch to ship it here. I have to save up more. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, they are heavy, huh? Yeah, no, they're amazing little machines. And I've really enjoyed driving it around. I'm still learning the finer points of cycling. I've been practicing, what is it? Seat geometry. Gamers are flipping out. They made Joel's shoulders slightly smaller for Last of Us 2. Listen, that's because it's all part of a coordinated tactic by them, you know who I mean, the SJWs, to delegitimize men. That's what they want to do. They want to take away our boobs. They want to give us these lesbians who don't even want to have sex with men. They don't even have big boobs either. So what the hell, man? They want to do all that, and now they're gonna make... Yeah, they made Tifa's tits smaller. They make Joel's shoulders smaller. They just hate men. They just hate men. That's it. And this is just more evidence. It's not that he's older, or the time has passed, or that maybe the world has ground him down. It's not like any of those things are true. You know? It's not like it actually could work in his character design in any kind of way. It's because of their agenda. Against them and me. I mean, you say the gamers, there might be like, is there like 3 posts on 4chan about it? I feel like that's the kind of traction stuff like that usually gets. They didn't even let Tifa wear a miniskirt? Yeah, God. Remember when games were good? Is the protest like a block from here? You want to go check it out? Alright, be safe.
Sentinel battery
Be safe out there.
to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries.
Sounds so hard done by. Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad out here. Someone say Tuffa? Yeah, there she is. I mean, I've seen some angry discourse about the buffness of Left 4 Dead Part 2's ladies. They're not a fan of the Tuffa, which is unfortunate. What's there to not like? What the oh, I forgot I can dash. I forgot I can dash. Yeah, Tifa's jugs are still extremely huge in 7 Remake. And woe betide the gentleman who looks at that woman and is like, she's not titty enough. Because my friend, there are maybe only one titty on this planet that could ever satisfy your cravings. Yeah, also everyone in that game is hot to death. Tifa has 2 hands and she uses them both to hold Aerith. That's true. Correctly. Strongly. So, Linky, I don't think it's so much that people were actually mad that her boobs were smaller. I think they were worried her boobs were going to be smaller. And then once you saw her, like, actual figure, like when she wasn't wearing a miraculously strong training bra, then a lot of people mellowed out quite a bit. There were some who were still mad because they're, you know, nothing's going to be big enough for the cultured gentleman. There is no upper bound to Opie. Didn't even bother to look at the game. Yeah, Tifa had H-cups. She didn't have H-cups. I almost threw up in my mouth. How can you tell a story like this? Oh, that's right. This is the Ace Pro way to deal with it. I played 7 before and I really enjoyed the remake. I'm glad to hear that. I really, really liked it too. I hope a lot of people like it. They did a lot of really good work there. Tifa should be fucking jacked. Yeah, I mean, Cloud should be a lot more jacked. I mean, Cloud is chiseled, don't get me wrong. But he's not very jacked for being like a, you know, super soldier. I think it's just part of the aesthetic. Everyone can be pretty lean, unless you're Barrett. There's also like a character silhouette aspect that I think
the mech and clear a path forward.
means that not everyone can be. Yeah, Cloud is cute. He's a twink hunk hybrid. Yeah, I appreciate they at least made him super sinewy. Like, he's got muscle mass, which he kind of didn't in Advent Children. So I appreciated where all the character designs moved in directions that I liked, basically all over the place. Yeah, smaller than 7 original. I don't remember him looking very big in 7 original. I'm trying to remember when. I guess yeah, little bicep bumps. I'm mostly imagining from the like the few movies where they modeled like full models instead of just the blocky boys in FMV. That's not a man. Well, it is, but he's spiked. Also a J-Rock star, yeah. I guess that was just the aesthetic at the time Advent Children came out, but... And then Barrett's beef. Raw beef. Of course he looked smaller, less polygons. It's true. Yeah, American Kobe. Those big Bara titties. Amen. Amen. All dudes need to have strict 2% body fat and weigh at least 350 pounds. Basically, so here's another aspect that I've always found bizarre. Is that dudes get mad about boobs, as they should, let's be honest. No hint of irony. If them titties are small, I don't... No thank you. I'm sorry, that's a joke. For anyone who's a small lady in chat, or maybe there's a lady you care about. That's fine too. Wouldn't want to besmirch the honor. Here's what I don't get. Here's the ultimate I don't get this. Why are dudes okay with representation of dudes in games being way hotter than they are? That's what always bugged me. Whenever I was teen, 20-something, I felt like I couldn't compete with cute anime boys. And I feel like if you want to even the odds, if you want to try to level the cultural battlefield here, if you want to try to get a big titty gamer girlfriend, shouldn't you be pushing for hot gamer boys to look more like you, as opposed to making the women look less like real women that you could possibly date someday? I feel like that's more in line. Like that's the strat, right? Maybe I'm not understanding the goal, or maybe there are dudes who, of course, have fully given up on 3D women because of all of their treachery. But I always felt like that was my strat. It's like, no, I'm intimidated by these cute anime boys. I need them to look a little fatter and a little dumpier so that I can have a chance here. I just like looking at nice character models. I understand that. Nothing wrong with that. And man, I mean, and not to say that like you were saying anything else, but in that regard, 7 Remake is okay. All of those people are very pretty, as other people have correctly said. Very easy on the eyes, that game. It's cast, specifically. Ah. Nice Hollywood syndrome. People pay to look at nice things. I mean, I don't think entertainment's under any obligation to realistically represent how people look. Geralt needs to be more jacked. He's mostly jacked in 3. He got beefier as the series went on. Because I agree, especially in Witcher 1, a little less so in Witcher 2, he was a lot leaner, and it was like, maybe I'm assuming way too much, but it looked kind of like, yeah, this is like kind of a Polish badass. Of like, he's kind of skinny and super lean, but he can still do all this crazy stuff. Chubby and fat people still haven't gotten representation in media because society still sees it as unhealthy. Yeah, I mean, to a point, it kind of is. But, you know, that aesthetic's changing. I think there's bounds to it. It's tough, right? Where do you draw the line between, and I know that, like, there isn't, the line's vary wildly by society, but where do you draw the line between, like, this is just your body type, and you still have a happy, healthy, normal life, or, nah, it's pretty obvious that something's going on there. I think the thing that probably needs to adjust about discourse is that it's not always a question of willpower, the state that somebody's body size is in. I think certainly we should all, it's not hard to agree that everyone should have a healthy life that's not filled with unhealthy indulgences. But some people don't have a choice, man. Either they're on medication that makes their body react that way. They have an injury or something prevents them from being active. Economic factors, yeah, for sure, Zach. Family culture, genetics, it's all factors. So while I got hit by a lot of stuff. I don't know. I try to keep myself pretty responsible. That may be the wrong word. Maybe I'm just a little too hard on myself. Well, I try to enforce good habits on myself. I try to make sure I don't project that out into the world to be like, well, I'm doing this, why can't you? I'm also not even doing it. So then it becomes, I mean, shoot, man. Shades of, like, homophobes projecting into the world. That's kind of what that is. If you ain't someone's doctor or are them, their weight isn't really any of your business. Namastrot, amen. Can't have said that better myself. Noticing how much changing antidepressants helps with weight is wild. Yeah, for sure. Some people live in food deserts. Yes, it's not simple. I think, and what really bugs me, and what I think is probably the most damaging when it comes to representations of health and discussions of health, is when people use visible indicators to judge that somebody's unhealthy, and then they conflate that with being lesser in character. Like, because you don't have the willpower to diet, you must be, you know, all the stereotypes. Must be slovenly or lack discipline, or you're lazy, all that stuff. That's really the stuff that's got to stop. And that's just, you know, that's people being prejudiced, as they always are. As a Brit, it was so wild living in Indiana. What was normal food access to me was camps or identities in USA. X went to Whole Foods, Y went to Trader Joe's, Z went to Walmart. Yeah, it becomes a societal factor, whether or not you're wealthy enough to shop at a higher end store and not buy, like, massively produced, loaded with corn syrup, hyper processed packaged stuff. And then the people who can't do it, like, there's this dynamic where they feel judged because maybe they are, and then they form a whole opinion of the kind of person who tries to eat good food. And then it just becomes like, yeah, it becomes ingrained in culture, and it's not the best thing. Food portions in America shocked me a little. Yeah, that's real, by the way. When you grow up with that, and no one really says, like, hey, you should know that this is not right. Like, there's 3 meals on your plate. Like, how do you even have that discussion without seeming like a jerk, too? With, like, a kid or anyone else. But yeah, no one ever told me you weren't supposed to eat 1,500 calories in a sitting. It's just they put it on the plate, so It wasn't until I was in college and started actually measuring calories that I was like, oh my gosh, this is 3 meals worth of calories. It's crazy. Gaming Fishman, hey, thank you for the sub. Also, Walking Carpet, thank you. Aurelius, thank you. Pick Apart, I think I thanked you already, but I'm thanking you again. There it is. You shop at the place nearest to me, no loyalties. I mean, yeah, food is food. I wonder how much of that is driven by advertising. Oh yeah, roommate grew up in the South. Their portions are ludicrous to me that she used to have. Yes. Very large portions of also not very healthy food. Large portions I could almost see, but if it were just like vegetables and stuff. How many calories in a meal? I haven't been counting, now I'm scared. I mean, if you're healthy, then what you're doing is working and you don't have to be paranoid about it. Also, it depends who you are, what your daily activity levels are. There's some factors. I guess if you just go by the American Standard 2000, which is a decent average, I feel like. Oh, she's quite healthy now, but yeah, used to be pretty blech. Yeah. In my extremely limited perception, it seems like just family and food culture are the things that matter so much. And like, that's also what you develop your comfort foods as, and if your comfort foods are not good for you. I genuinely love vegetables. That's a great thing. I've been working on, pun intended, my vegetable taste. Mostly learning how to prepare them. I actually kind of like winter because I really like root vegetables and gourds and things like that. Roasting vegetables is one of my favorites because I guess I just like the softer texture quite a bit. Killer Red Wagon, goddamn. Thank you for gifting out 10 whole subs. Just waxing philosophic about roast broccoli, thank you. Roasting vegetables, well, anything other than winter vegetables I think can put off a bit of a smell though, so there's that. Hey Base Princess. Every content on Twitch, YouTube, and OnlyFans, keep it up. I will. As long as I have the flexibility to do what I do on OnlyFans, I'll do it every night. We grow our own vegetables and it's so good. Oh man. That seems awesome. Learning how to prepare your vegetables and cooking, put it in cooking makes a world of difference. It really does, yeah. I've gotten a bit of an education about that from Blue Apron mostly, but still not tired of Doom. No, Kaberu. Play this game till I beat it on Ultra Nightmare, and then probably a little bit after that, because battle mode's actually pretty fun. I'm not permitted in the garden except to pick fruit. Granddad is very protective. I could see that, especially if it's like your own space. The space that you've groomed. I'm drunk, but when I say I love you, I mean it. If I were sober, I'd love you just as much. Well, thank you, Cobalt Witch. Or Cobalt Twitch. Thank you. I accept your love. In there with the dad joke. Nice Indo. You have a lot of houseplants? Yeah. Steph's been stocking up on houseplants too, which I like. I don't mind it. And she's been specifically buying the ones that sort of clean the air. She's been trying to do that to figure out her allergy situation, which is my gosh. Unfair. Man, you want to talk about things that people have to deal with. Oh, I didn't know there was a bar there. Holy crap. They're great to have. Yeah. It's just nice. Also, since, you know, it's going outside a lot less, it's just nice to have greenery to look at. I have 4 succulents and it doesn't stop. Yep. Welcome to the game. You're going to be putting together terrariums before too long. Once it gets in you. Got a thing for vines? I love vines. I love crawly droopy plants. I like dinosaur plants. Big ass ferns and crawly vines. Yeah, they just look magical. Love it. The basil in the back's popping off and my time's getting huge. Fresh herbs is wonderful. Makes you feel like
The betrayer's life signal is nearby.
I feel like you've conquered nature to just run outside, pick some stuff, and put it in directly into what you're cooking. I mean, washing it first, of course. I have almost 40, so it's something to get me up out of bed, because they rely on me to stay alive. Oh, that's nice. Huh. What a good and symbiotic relationship you have with your plants. Going through the second Great Depression, everyone's planting now. I think they were planting before, but yeah, that might become more and more valuable. Learning how to plant vegetables, save seeds, and replant. Can herbs get corona? I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. We got a good run going here. A real solid run, huh? Oh, Kavera, thank you for gifting. Oh, I'm back. Mario was about to pop out, but it's me. Lawrence. Yeah, Yakuza's great. I'm, oh boy. Progress in AC Origins is grinding to a halt. I gotta do a bunch of wiener side quests. What's really lame is to like do a side quest that's kind of in your level range, but then it's like assassinate this captain, and that dude's like 4 levels over your level range, and you just can't. That's
The extraction
cool.
point has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
I wonder if I'll ever like. How do you guys feel about watching streams of like long JRPGs? I feel like before I started doing this more, I would have lied to myself and been like, oh, I could have done it all. I could have done it all. Like, I'll be knocking out Tales of whatever this month. I'll be on Dragon Quest that month. Turns out I'm just not putting in the hours I thought I would be. Maybe it's just because there's still other things going on, or I've yet to say no to other things. And as long as you do it, okay. If you talk through it, I'm good with that. Yeah, that's continually seems to be the thing. I guess odds are if somebody's in chat right now, and being active in chat, they're gonna be good with it. Oh boy, I don't think I killed nearly enough. Sorry, I asked a question. Hold on a second. Are you worried thinking about channel growth? No, I'm not actually. I guess more just like trying to be considerate of people. But I guess that's kind of a null factor. If I were trying to push the growth button, I'd be conducting the stream in a different way. Not to mention, like, playing different stuff, kind of different persona. I lurked for years in the shadows, shall be no longer. Oh, just in general on Twitch? Oh. I usually lurk just because I'm always doing something else. I'm usually playing something. Are the Tales of games good? Yeah. Some of them. Yeah. Play Metal Gear Solid 5? That's not a bad idea. Oh, thank you, E-Kid. Girlfriend, always love your streams. Are always tuning in. Keep being you. I will. Even if I'm looking at giggly anime girls. I'm just getting the itch, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've played, I guess, Persona 5. Okay. Gotcha, Doctor. Oh, I'm glad you decided to unlurk. It's been actually really good hearing your perspectives on things. Plus, you have, sounds like a lot of experience in education. In general. Let's see. Persona 5 isn't full on JRPG? You don't think? Huh. What? What makes the cutoff? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is great. I've heard from people that the ending is not the most fulfilling though, which is what kind of scares me about it. But yeah, when that game works, it works really well. It's kind of like they Breath of the Wilded.
You can now find the remaining Hell Priests by activating your celestial
Metal Gear Solid, which is incredible. Oh, Don't often say no to things where I might suck at them. Ah, yeah. It's a good way to live.
The second Hell Priest is located in the northern region of Earth.
I love MGS5 partially because I never finished it. I kind of feel the same way right now. I feel like I can still really like that game.
You will be able to access the entire ship.
It's also a dating sim. Oh.
Sentinel energy levels rising.
Oh, the life sim stuff.
Unleashing power to
Gotcha.
supplementary systems.
Okay. Man, I love that stuff, but I can see why it might feel like it waters or dilutes the game experience.
Ice bomb modification to your equipment launcher has been
MGS5 has a good dog.
fired.
Good and cool dog.
Nearby enemies in freezing gases. You'll have to manually toggle the launcher to fire either ice bombs or frag grenades.
I do really like what they've done, what they did with the items. 2016 seemed a little more experimental. This seems really drilled down on the mechanics of what works and what isn't needed. Honestly, I was joking. I feel like MGS5 has the worst view on Twitch right now. I mean, yeah, it's not a hot Twitch game. But most games I play are not, which kind of leads to what I was saying earlier. I mean, single player campaign games don't typically perform that well on Twitch in general. Maybe it'll invert for a bit when a big game comes out, like Cyberpunk or Last of Us, but it feels like a game like that is on the Twitch charts for like a couple of days. Speaking of moving quickly, man, Crucible evaporated. I get it, but I'm also kind of bummed, actually. I warmed up to it, but it's apparently just gone. Like it's... Oh yeah, Metal Gear Rising, absolutely that game. Man, I love Metal Gear Rising. Thoughts on doing some Deus Ex? Yeah, it's loosely planned for the future, actually. In like the month or two leading up to Cyberpunk, I'm basically gonna just throw all these games out and play Cyberpunk games non-stop. So I'll probably just come up with a playlist and go through them, and Deus Ex is definitely one of them. I have 500 hours between 5 and 5 Royal, but if you're not on board with it, it's bad. It's bad to play little and watch someone or watch a stream. I see. I liked it a lot, so I guess that makes sense. I saw VR isn't a thing? I guess who would you be in Saw VR? Would you be being tortured? Or would you be doing the torturing? Play some DMC, Bayonettas and whatnot. Fairly short games that are just fun to watch because of the craziness. Yeah. Yeah, I've been meaning to, like, tick through all Platinum game stuff. And they're short. That's true. And they're good. I'll get the explosive barrels once I get there. Starbuck got down to have a cyber hype name yet? Wait. Does it? Actually, they sent me, a PR agency sent me the, like, 10th anniversary Bayonetta, Vanquish package. I feel bad. I put it right there and I was like, I'll do that tomorrow. And then tomorrow didn't happen for some reason. Wonderful 101 is back. Any interest? Yeah, I streamed it briefly. I streamed it for a couple of hours. That game's great. It's fun. Character dialogue is atrocious and I love it. Yeah. It almost seems like either it's intentionally really hammy or they found the right people to write real gritty 80s stuff. It's almost, I don't know. Yeah, the dialogue is weird because it almost seems like it's vibing itself really hard, maybe even a little too hard. It's 100% intentional. I believe that it is. I believe you can't make that without knowing exactly what it is. Or it would have been much cringier if they didn't know what they were doing. Like if it was actually just hard boys being hard at each other over and over again, and somebody was like, yeah, like if somebody unironically really thought that was awesome. Oh man. Yeah, Witcher 3 is also very long, so I'm kind of caught between two things. Ooh, real rough decisions to make in my life, but I wanna. Yeah, it's intentional because I don't hate it. I feel exactly the same way. When I started playing Vanquish, I was like, oh boy, this could get real bad. But I try to give it the benefit of the doubt a little bit, and I think it paid off. All right, let's see if I can. Fuck. Like they thought Equilibrium was the coolest shit. Yeah, just hard dudes speaking hard to each other.
Priest is somewhere in this facility. I cannot pinpoint his exact location at this time.
Couldn't tell if the Sonntag wanted you to be stealthy or not. Oh man, I was super stealthy. To me, that's how to play those games. I definitely treat them like a puzzle game. Right. I forgot Ultra Nightmare. Definitely treat them like a puzzle game of just how can you get through this without getting seen? I should get into Hitman too. Ah, there's so many good things. I feel like Hitman has got to be an exceptional stream game too. Of like chat offering tips or telling you about like little Easter eggs you may not know about. Oh man. Well, this is a personal best, so that's exciting. I should also mention, in the last break I ordered some pizza. So I think when the pizza gets here, I'm just gonna start Media Tech. Or like after the pizza gets here and I die, go into Media Tech. And it's gonna be a lazy Media Tech this week. I'm just gonna play some clips and hang out and chat. I won't be throwing together some beats. How did I change the interface? It's under UI, and then if you go to, yeah, UI color profile, it's demons. There's a couple of others. I'll probably click through them as I play the game, but I kind of like this one a lot for now. Pizza, what about the calories? It's 2 slices, and I'm pretty sure I've got enough calories for that. So, it's Friday. I gave myself permission to go over by like 100 or 200, and I think that buffer kind of accounts for how much the pizza might be. What kind of pizza? It's from a pizza place near here. I'm supporting my local economy. Doing my good Christian duty. Buying things.
Welcome, Slayer.
Oh yeah, Bloodborne.
My time at an end. Let's see if you're strong enough to survive this cursed city.
I need to, I need to check out the 60 FPS mod. See how feasible that is to get going. Or if I have to, like... You know what? I was like, oh, if I have to buy a whole new PlayStation for it, that wouldn't be very good. But... Why can't I do that? I'm doing okay. That'd be pretty cool. Then I could give it away. Alright. Well, let me look into this. I've been learning how to ship stuff. I even got through Yakuza Kiwami. Not on stream, no. I feel like that kind... I don't know why I think... There's really no reason to think about it this way. I feel like, I like variety to the point where I kind of... it's in my own personal life, I typically play through, like, a few different kinds of games, so I can just click back and forth and have variety. So, like, I'll be playing a racing game, and a fighting game, and a shooting game. So, you know, just so I can be flighty and kind of bounce around this roster of 5 or 6 games I'm playing at any one time. So, on the stream, I still tend to do that. I guess, is kind of play like I have slots of genres that I fill. Which, you know, I'm realizing now is not an intentional thing. Or rather, it's probably not a... there's no reason to do it, really. Aside from just my own brothers. Oh, okay. My Mancubus is getting scary. Don't have... I thought there was another... Okay, good. There's another one to use. I have low ammo. Oh, that was... I mean... Ah! Probably better to have that. Ah! Jesus Christ. I really need ammo. What's wrong with me? Oh, that's a one-way. Okay, that was an accident. That was a big ol' accident. There we go. Why am I still... I had 3 chainsaw. I didn't need to sweat that. Need to remember, if I have that panic button. Kind of the same, realized to me not being able to commit to finishing minigames. Yes! Exact same problem here. I do feel like there's an efficiency tax in a weird way. If you play through one game, you get very familiar with the systems. You develop skill at it. There's a momentum that builds. You get more and more savvy at playing a game as you play it. It just makes sense. So yeah, if you keep bouncing around, I feel like there's that lag of like, what was I doing? How do I do it? Oh, that's right. It's this button in this game. Yeah. I've lost a significant amount of video game time to that. And it's not good. Not a good thing. So yes, I have, I don't know. I think in terms of stream stuff, I like the blocks and how that works out, but maybe it's trimming back the number of active games or active blocks, if that makes sense. But I don't want to put any of the ones down that I have, so really I think it's a question of like finishing some off and then not adding more until the total roster gets to like 2 or 3. That was me going back to DMC4 after a few years. It felt awful. Oh yeah. Being rusty is ugh, it's rough. About to hit you guys with some big brain thoughts. Being good at things feels good, and being bad at them feels bad. Only real rule is I don't change it back and forth between games within too close of genres, because then I will fuck up the controls too much. Yeah. I've been doing that a lot, and it hasn't been comfortable. Been bouncing around with like third-person action RPGs, I guess. Trying to get through Assassin's Creed Origins. That one's been real backlog for a long time. Stop shooting each other. I need you to come over here. But it is one of those games where once you figure out the progression systems, you can kind of... Oh, that was stupid! You can fast-track it. Feels like. Christ, I got a freeze and I was like, wait, what guns do I have? Dude, please. Hey. Can't stand Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I'm not gonna blame anyone for not being all about Assassin's Creed. What? This isn't where I need to go. Oh yeah, I have the key now, right. I swap between Doom Eternal and Red Dead 2 lately. It's a nice mix. Doom for energy and Red Dead to chill. That sounds great. Yeah. Man, Red Dead was such a buckle up for the ride kind of game. You didn't really have to buckle because it wasn't that fast of a ride, but it was a ride. Can't think of the last game I played like that. Persona 5. Yeah. That would be it. Oh, it's really easy to parry in Bloodstained? Blood-starved. That's a cool word, though. I promised myself I'd play a Fire Emblem, and then I never did. Like the Game Boy Advance one? Or Three Houses, because yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I have yet to play that as well. Okay, now it gets spicy. Now it's caliente, if you will. It's very nacho. No! Okay! Whoa! Oh, shit, alright. That's bad. No dash! I didn't have any dash. me dash more! Very little dashes. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, tonight I'll Google around a little bit. This quarantine has been me and my boyfriend playing each other's favorite games. So he's been playing a lot of DMC4 and I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. That sounds like a really cool way to both kind of pass the time but also do stuff together. You know, inside. Yeah, that ticks all the boxes. That's a really neat idea. Maybe I'll ask Steph what some of her favorite games are. There's ones that I know she really liked, but I don't know if it's gonna be easy to play those again. What's up, Kerner Kid? Let's see. And I guess, yeah, might as well get this while I can. Games are boring. How's the run going? Pretty well, actually. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. But this level's far from over. Some very scary things coming up, including this fight right here. This is an introduction to our good buddy, the Whiplash. Fuck. God. Ugh. Ooh. Whiplash is a stinky character, yeah. That's pretty smelly. I mean, there's a 1-up over here, I think, which I could use right now. Maybe it is over. Yeah. There's a bar to swing on. Woo. Yeah, it's only full armor. It's not even a mega health. Jeez. Thanks, Jay Pandarus. Also, Big Wee Wee. Thanks for the Prime sub. Oh, you're a graduate? Nice! Nice! How do you feel? How was the... Well, I guess the graduation was probably a little depressing, but that's great to hear. Got lock on for rockets? I mean, not yet, no. Need to get a mod first. But yes, I agree, that is good for Whiplash. Well, wouldn't you know? I have not been buying any weapon upgrades. Wow, I keep forgetting. I remember absolutely feeling like I needed to stack up 9 of them for when I get the super shotgun. But that means I can use 3. I think there's one where they're like this. Yeah, lock on speed. I can probably get 3 more by the time I get there. I remember this one being pretty important. How graduation feel for you? It's just kind of boring. I guess I already had a job lined up at that point. Man, I'm trying to remember the day. I remember going to a restaurant after, but for some reason the actual event itself is kind of super hazy in my head. I remember my high school graduation more than my college graduation for some reason. So yeah, this OST is so good. It's so good. It's so evil. Oh, we're here. We are here. Wait, I didn't get the suit token? What's wrong with me? Ah. Cut to me shotgunning a beer before graduation. I wasn't drinking at that point. Yeah, weapon switch for sure. And then I guess start getting the things that make equipment drop health. When you're in high school, everything seems super important, I think. In college, you learn that you're just an ant among many others. That was kind of part of it, Captain. Yeah. I remember thinking that, like, it's like, well, now I just get a job. Like, there was not much to look forward to. Whereas, graduating from high school, I didn't, like, think that it was much of an accomplishment. Like, I wasn't proud of myself. But it was a, like, you know, kind of knowing that I'm saying goodbye to my friends and being excited for what came next. When I graduated college, I was like, well, I don't have to take tests anymore, but now I work until I die. So, you know. Never walked to my graduation, it felt pointless. Oh. I may not have done that either. Which might be why I don't remember it. I think I remember, yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to ask my parents. I always get real bad FOMO when it comes to graduation because you just get your GED mailed to you. I mean, that's good though. It's important to do things like that. I feel like those are certainly instances where FOMO was 100% warranted because that's a once in a lifetime thing, which I hope is not making. Hope that's not making anyone feel bad that may not be able to enjoy a graduation ceremony. Hopefully this is a mix of like, do it if you can, but I mean, are you really missing that much? Unless it means something to you. And then yeah, and then it means everything. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just trying to not... I'm gradually thinking about everyone's perspectives as I'm, I guess, inserting my foot further and further into my mouth. That's a lot of dudes. I need to start shooting something, though. Oh my god! How did I not see him? Oh, that's the rune. Okay. That would have been it. Wow, that would have been me killing myself, too. That would have been depressing. Forgot that I had equipment. Fuck. Shit. Prestiged. Well, unfortunately, it's nearly the opposite of prestige. Ammo barrel rune helps a lot on this mission. Ah, good point. Very good point. Yeah. Maybe it's worth grabbing. That's... Gonna head out though. Gonna do some chores. See you, Jess. Thanks for dropping in. Stay strong. Do chores. What happened to the smartest dude from your graduating class? I don't know. Didn't really keep up with anybody. Does that rune reset? No. I think I've burned it out, and it won't fire again for the rest of the run. So, in Ultra Nightmare, you actually are allowed one actual death with that rune. And I've used it. This level's not over yet either.
Your salvation lies in his destruction.
Good to eat some chicken noodle soup after not eating for 2 days? I'd say so. Yeah.
Can you see it, brother?
Oh yeah, corpse nothing.
He has lost the resolve to continue. Eat his soul.
Grow up watching the romanticized version of graduations.
In my time of need,
Only to do it yourself and be like, oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of like, I feel like that's just another blow at that age of realizing a lot of the wonderful stories you've been told about life and love and all that stuff. Maybe they were a little romanticized. Yeah. So that's kind of what makes that so lame. Oh, it wasn't by choice?
Shotgun.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
A relic from your past. The priests have kept it hidden.
It doesn't reset on level change? I mean, I guess we'll test it if I beat this level. This part coming up is bad. Ow. That doesn't help. Yeah, but yeah. This part is coming up. Well, if I can get past this part and another part. There are many parts in this level. What's up, El Noe? I expected it to be boring. I always hated sitting at long events since I was a kid. I'm too inattentive. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, part of me wanted to. Oh no!
Attention, all
Wanted to believe
personnel. The Slayer is inside.
it might be magical.
Proceed with aggression.
Fuck. Ugh. Yeah. Ah, right. Fuck. What? What the? What? That was weird. I'll take it. Woohoo! Smartest guy in my high school is now a brain surgeon, though I have a friend the year before was a professional football player. Man, that's a solid graduating class. I think our entire U.S. history was romanticized. Yeah, Linky, I guess. Yep. I guess those hits don't stop coming for a while. A dude named John. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, Clutch Crew. I'm feeling pretty liberated today. I had a rough project. Well, not rough, but you know. I feel anxiety about the weirdest things, I guess. Did he die because he was stuck on top of an imp? That's what it seems like. Yeah, that's what I saw too. Guns be shooting, always. Okay. Oh yeah, this silly room. Trying to make that gun go burr. Trying my best. Did a tall fall. Romanticism of high school and movies is much different compared to how we saw it back in the day. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like I guess like Booksmart is probably the most current movie I've seen that I'm like that seems different enough to maybe be more accurate. But certainly there were no depictions of that like that back in the day. Yeah, get Flaming Meat Hook ASAP. That is the plan. That is the plan. And that's only two, but go for it. It's cheaper, so I feel like better to have it than not. Oh, Tasir, thank you for the tier 2 subscription. That means you get a little extra Lawrence. think of the platforming in this game. I think it's like I think it's well designed for what it is. I really do appreciate the fact that what? Dash didn't regenerate? That all the platforming is like in front of you. It's about swinging on bars or mantling, so you don't have to try to land with your feet on things that on platforms that might be narrow or hard to land on. Ah, shoot, I didn't. Okay, so unless you like try the optional objectives and stuff, you won't just naturally have enough to max out the super shotgun right away. That's a bummer. I like it well enough. I do think it's more for like it's more fun your first couple of playthroughs, because like fighting demons is always different and always challenging. Platforming is not. It's the same thing every time, and if you know where to go, you're just going through the motions. That said, 2016 had that, and I feel like you do need some kind of break in between fights, otherwise it just gets mentally exhausting. So I think in terms of having a break, it could be worse than that. So I'm okay with them. These little assholes keep dodging. I guess you have to hit them with hit scan stuff to prevent that from happening, but this is also a delightful break. This guy never dies. Yeah, what happens if you die during this part? I don't know. It seems like it'd be very difficult. I got hit a lot, and I lost like 10% of my health. UK has a huge drinking culture. Last year, my first year of university, I basically went out drinking every night. If you didn't do so, you basically got ostracized. Ugh. Sounds like an awfully social time. Binge drinking is super normalized here, too. The amount of people drinking one night is shocking. Ah, the US culture of romanticizing things probably comes from the fact that the experience has to be the best and most unique thing so that you can market and capitalize on nostalgia later. Boy, is that... Jesus, United Soul. I think you've nailed it. Whoops. We'll let him go this time. I think you have nailed it. Yeah. Need two more. Yeah, maybe it's worth doing some of the objectives in the second level to make sure that I can get more weapon upgrades early enough. Just so I can work on the mastery faster. Next 17. Thanks for the Prime sub. People love their pubs. Oh, okay. That came very quickly. Did not treat the whiplash with enough respect, I guess. I'm actually not sure what all hit me there, but... Okay. Okay. United Soul didn't type it out in time, did you? Gonna go get 4 locos and play Duskers. Have a good night, all. Hey, that sounds awesome. Duskers, I'm not familiar with that. But that sounds cool. All right. Yeah, it was a good one. Wow, that's right. That's good. It feels good though. I'm getting a little bit further. I feel like getting a little more predictable, a little less spontaneous. Yeah, ground attack with stagger is so OP, dude. The whiplashes are mean. Just gotta remember, like, don't mess around with them. Lock on, take them out. All right, well, thanks again. Thank you guys for dropping in. Thanks for all the subs. And I'll see you next time. Stream's not ending right now. Moving on into Media Tech, which is, just chill vibes. I haven't added a whole lot to it yet, so I'll try to see if I can dump some stuff in there before the pizza gets here. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a good Friday. Have a beer on me. And that's weird to say. If you bought a beer, DM me your PayPal, and I'll tag you for it. It's the best thing I can hope for. All right, see you later. Have a good night, everyone.